Good evening and welcome to your Monday, October 28, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. Local firm aims to help Guyanese generate extra income through solar panel tech. US $20 million Marriott Courtyard Hotel to be completed by March 2025. Mother wants justice for death of son implicated in foiled Port MOURANT robbery. GAWU concerned as GUYSUCO only achieves 39% of sugar target for 2024, and hope like CANAL at Lancaster, contractors dug wrong site, farmers to be compensated, says MUSTAPHA. Now for the news in detail. Green Power Solutions Inc., a renewable energy company owned and operated by the MARRIOTT Group, is aiming to empower Guyanese to generate additional income through investments in solar technology. Here is Michael Henry with the details.
Green Power Solutions Inc., a local company which has been in existence for some 8 years, considers itself as the premier supplier of environmentally friendly energy solutions in the country. The company, a subsidiary of the MARRIOTT Group, offers homes and businesses the ability to generate their own electricity and even earn income from it using their solar technology. During a meet and greet session on Saturday at the Giftland Mall, Darren Ramdale, CEO of the firm, explained to the Evening News what consumers can expect.
Well, basically, consumers are looking for option. And many of our past customer and present customer appreciate the peace of mind of not having a blackout, right? So that's where it all started. What we are showcasing here today, typically back in the years, solar would have been a battery where you will have to maintain it, throw battery water every other month. What we have today here is lithium-ion technology, which comes with 5 to 10 year warranty, and it's maintenance free. With this long life and warranty and peace of mind, we think it's the best way to go.
In addition, the CEO explained that consumers can even earn extra income once Green Solutions solar panel products are installed at their properties.
It's a simple process. We would have done maybe about 50 of these in the past, in this year only, just 2024, about 50. So it's a net billing arrangement with the utility company. And once you have the required equipment, of course your equipment that you're using must be of standards, acceptable. Basically, GPL pays you, or the utility company pays you 90% of what you pay them in that given month or year. For the electricity, that's the excess that you supply. The system comes with a mobile app that tells you everything about your system, what is producing, what amount of power is in your battery, what amount of power that is excess that you're sending to the utility company, how much you're earning. The most important part is that this information comes back with your energy bill at the end of the month. So the control is right in your hands, and you can look at this anywhere in the world.
Another benefit of their product, the CEO explained, is that it supports the charging of electric vehicles.
There are electric cars already in Guyana, perhaps in over 300, including Tesla and all the latest models out there. This system that we offer, the good news is you charge your electric car for free. So imagine how much you could save. Today, those electric car could give you power that you put into it. You could use that power from that electric car for your home.
Green Power Solutions Inc. sun power panels are available for sale at Green Power Solutions head office at Lot 110, Port MOURANT, Corentyne, Berbice. Michael Henry, The Evening News.
As Guyana transitions from fossil fuel to renewable energy, British High Commissioner to Guyana, Jane Miller, believes that there is massive potential for the development of wind energy in the country. Kelroy Williams reports.
British High Commissioner to Guyana, Jane Miller, during a recent exclusive interview with the Evening News, has reaffirmed the United Kingdom commitment towards utilizing renewable energy. According to Miller, the United Kingdom has a really strong renewable energy offer, especially in wind. The British envoy believes that the same can be replicated in Guyana, that is transferring the skills and expertise in the local oil and gas industry into wind.
So I'm very keen that we promote wind turbines in Guyana. It's not happened yet, but it's something I will continue to pursue. The UK's offer on renewable energy is really great. In fact, I was in Aberdeen last year, and Aberdeen is very famous for its deep sea oil and gas. Interestingly, they've now switched massively over to wind, and a lot of the skills that were developed for oil and gas, the welding, the engineering, the leadership, the management, is very transferable into the renewable energy sector, into particularly wind.
But with the country's petroleum sector fairly new, High Commissioner Miller recognized that this transition could take some time.
There have been some early discussions, but at the moment I think Guyana is very focused on the gas to shore. But over time I think it's an area that's definitely worth exploring. It's something that I have had discussions with. We have not made a huge amount of progress yet, but I think it's something I will continue to pursue.
Back in May, head of the Guyana Energy Agency GEA, Dr. Mahendra Sharma, had disclosed that the government is actively studying the potential of investing in the development of wind energy in the country. However, Dr. Sharma, who was at the time speaking during a meeting of the Parliamentary Secretarial Committee on Economic Services, explains that it would take some time before a decision can be made on investing in wind energy. Kelroy Williams, The Evening News.
The US $20 million Marriott branded Courtyard Hotel, which is being built at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport, is expected to be completed by March 2025. President Dr. Irfan Ali was given this update during a tour of the construction site. Gerald Bryan tells us more.
On Monday, President Dr. Irfan Ali was given a tour of the Marriott branded Courtyard Hotel being built at the Cheddi Jagan International Airport, Timehri. It was explained by the contractor that they are aiming to put the finishing touches on the hotel in the first quarter of next year and complete the hotel by March. Further, the hotel will likely be commissioned in April of 2025. Marriott International, according to the contractor, is working along with them and has already started the process to import operational supplies.
I'd say by January, February, you see the hotel start finishing. And Marriott will be training. Yes, just finishing. They're actually on board right now because they don't wait until we finish. They start working with us 6 months prior. They've already started working with us. We've already started importing. We have ordered all the operational supplies, the thousands of items. So those are already in order, but it won't be shipped until January. As soon as we finish the ground floor, we can store. So those are all ordered. That's the pillows, pillowcases, all the operational supplies.
Operation of this Courtyard Hotel is being undertaken by Cardinal Investments Inc., whose owner is businessman Roy Basu. The construction of the hotel, which is expected to feature 140 rooms when completed, is being led by Basu's own construction company, Basu & Sons Construction. The hotel will be a 1-minute drive from the entrance of the CGIA and is expected to accommodate airline crews and staff, business personnel, diplomats, and other travelers. Courtyard Marriott is one of over a dozen new hotels expected to be opened in Guyana over the next 4 years. Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
The Guyana Agricultural and General Workers Union, GAWU, as the principal bargaining agent in the sugar industry, has expressed deep concerns over the current trend of sugar production. As we hear in this Trishelle Sober's report, the Workers' Union is questioning the competency of the sugar company's management in light of the poor performance for the year.
According to the Guyana Agriculture and General Workers Union, GAWU, as of October 26, 2024, the Guyana Sugar Corporation Incorporated, GUYSUCO, produced 24,711 tons of sugar, representing just 39% of its 63,276-ton target for the year. With 60% of the cropping period already exhausted, GAWU said it is apprehensive that the deficit cannot be closed in the remaining cropping 9 weeks. GAWU indicated that the major challenge revolves around the quality of canes being produced. It was explained that while the industry cane yields have been higher than anticipated, the sucrose content from the sugarcane remains depressed. GAWU noted that this is a result of the El Niño drought conditions that is currently fueling the heat wave in Guyana. Nevertheless, it was highlighted that, quote, the industry's sad situation, end quote, cannot be delinked from the management. In a statement released on Monday, GAWU expressed that, quote, before the commencement of the crop, the union drew GUYSUCO's attention to several important issues that require intervention. It appears that our concerns were brushed aside. Recently, we have expressed concerns about the production rate and trajectory. It seems that those charged with agricultural management in the industry have, for reasons best known to themselves, choose to turn a Nelson's eye. End quote. GAWU has since indicated that given the collective managerial experience in GUYSUCO, they expected better planning to mitigate some of the challenges. Nevertheless, the workers' union said it remains convinced that the sugar industry can succeed, but knowledgeable and capable management is an essential prerequisite. In this regard, the union said, quote, we urge policymakers to consider ridding the industry of those who have appointed themselves as the savior, but have placed it in a stranglehold and seek to blame everyone and everything but themselves for the circumstances in which GUYSUCO finds itself, end quote. When contacted by this newscast for an opportunity to respond to GAWU's statement, the head of GUYSUCO, Paul Chung, declined to comment. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
Coming up, Mount Sinai impressed with pace of Guyana's health screening program, and fire destroys East Kanji house for homeless. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited edition.
It's a new day with Shilling Oil. A unique blend of natural oils to help ease and soothe the day-to-day discomforts of life. Get relief from muscle and joint pain, headaches, and congestion. Shilling Oil lets you get back to the things you love doing most. Water relief with Shilling Oil. Distributed by Massey Distribution.
Make your home look great with sash windows from Gaffurs. They're fitted with 4mm thick glass, with a male and female frame that's easy to join. Comes with a built-in mosquito screen. You can adjust the opening for ventilation to suit yourself. And it has a safety locking mechanism too. Yes, Gaffurs sash windows not only look good, they've got all the great features that make them the best design in windows anywhere. Get Gaffurs sash windows for the perfect fit and finish for your home from the MacDoom Mega Store and Gaffurs outlets at Parika, Means, Land of Canaan, Rose Hall, Beatty, Kanji and Diamond. Call 223-9896 for more information anytime. Gaffurs, the name you can trust.
Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited edition.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Son,
or rain. Up or down. No one knows what tomorrow will bring, but with Premier's commercial property insurance, you'll be ready. For all risks insurance, call 223 0840 or visit premierinsurance.gy. Fuel your success. Premier Insurance. Premier Insurance coverage.
Welcome back. You're watching the Evening News. Though admitting her son was at fault, the mother of the alleged bandit who was killed following a robbery attempt at Port MOURANT is calling for justice to be served for the teenager's death. The woman is claiming that her son's life was wrongfully ended, thus denying him the opportunity for a fair trial in the courts and even a chance to turn his life around. Our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports.
Shortly after 9 hours on Saturday last, two teenagers, one armed with a cutlass and the other with a firearm, attempted to rob a quarantine jeweler who was plying his trade at the Port MOURANT market. Police say one of the perpetrators was 18-year-old Parmanand Pertab called Mikey of Hampshire Village Quarantine. Pertab, who was armed with a cutlass and who already had some stolen merchandise in his possession, was confronted by several persons in the market who managed to disarm him and take away the bag. Pertab then managed to flee from his attackers, who gave chase through several streets of Port MOURANT. Pertab then made his way to the construction site of the oil and gas campus, where he collapsed. At the scene, the alleged perpetrator was attacked by persons in the area. Pertab subsequently died after being taken to the Port MOURANT hospital. The teen's mother, Arona Archer, told Evening News that an investigation should be launched into her son's death, which she claims is murder. She admitted that her son did commit a crime, but argued that he should have been given the opportunity to face the law.
When they did what they did, everybody leave him there, remember? The act that he went and do, no one sympathized with him. Nobody tried helping him or nothing. He asked someone some water, and he know the person. He said, "Girl, it's me, Fat Boy." Because days when they used to call him Fat Boy. And the same person we asked for the water didn't even know is he. What he did wrong. Yes, but there's a law. People commit murder and they're in the prisons. My son didn't murder anyone. According to information, he had the cutlass. The one that had the gun, he escaped. He shoot someone on the foot to both feet. But my son didn't take blood from nobody. When they did what they did to he on the ground, when they chopped he up, he had not a pin on he. He dropped everything and he run. He asked them to carry he to the station.
Archer said her son, who is the third of four children, had been following the wrong company. Noting that he was still young, the woman said her son should have turned his life around.
At the time that everything took place, my son made the wrong choice that Saturday morning. Whatever his intention was, and he went and he do that, I had no knowledge of such.
The grieving mother said she hopes the police investigates the incidents, noting that persons who inflicted the fatal wounds to her son must be held accountable, for they too have committed a crime. Police say they are still investigating the incident and have not apprehended the other suspect of the failed robbery. That suspect, who was armed with a gun, reportedly discharged 2 rounds before fleeing the scene. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
4 persons are now homeless after a fire destroyed their house at East Kanji last evening. Here's our Berbice correspondent Andrew Carmichael again with the details.
The fire, which reduced the wooden structure to rubble, was initially seen coming from the back of the building situated at Adelphi New Scheme, East Kanji, shortly after 18:30 hours on Sunday. At the time, no one was at home. Rukmani Naurag said her husband had gone to work and she had gone to her mother's home a few buildings away to spend the night with her 2 children, ages 12 and 9. The woman said she heard a neighbor screaming and sounded an alarm, thinking that she was in the burning building.
When me come now, me start see the fire, start burn up everything when me have in the house.
Did you try to go and save anything?
No, this house start catch up the fire ready from the house.
She explained that the building was not connected to the national grid. The one-bedroom house was powered by a generator.
Last one TV, two TV. What the TV name? And me have one dresser, and me had one brand new sponge with one brand new bed, and freezer with two divider. And me had all my wares them in the house. Cause my house can't take nothing more with 3 pieces inside, and they lose them inside the house.
You have current?
No.
Meanwhile, her husband, Sahid Jahor, a laborer attached to the Albion Sugar Estate, said even though he used gasoline to power the generator, it was not stored close to the building.
I didn't feel like a gasoline on my generator. I feel some power play and get this thing.
You had any issue with anyone or?
No, I didn't have no problem with you.
I mean, you get every 3 months yet, people block me out and going. Was a night shift. I've been again.
Another time what it took?
The tumble, but I never carry nothing.
This is yet another tragedy to hit the family. Only 1 month ago, a teenage son of the couple went missing in neighboring Suriname after reportedly falling off of a fishing boat he was working on. The family is hoping to be able to rebuild their house and can be contacted on telephone numbers 604-2933 or 627-8681. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
Farmers who suffered losses after their lands were dug up by contractors working on the Hope-like Canal at Lancaster, Berbice, will be compensated as the excavators executed works at the wrong location. This commitment was given by Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa. Trishelle Sobers reports.
A contractor of one of the 3 Hope-like canals being built by the National Drainage and Irrigation Authority NDIA at number 51 and 52 in villages of Lancaster and Liverpool in Region 6 East Berbice Quarantine have been ordered to halt operation after it was discovered that they excavated the wrong land. On October 22, the contracting team had commenced works and had cleared several acres of farmland, including those with bearing fruit trees and several rice fields. The Evening News understands that farmers in the area were not informed beforehand of any work scheduled to be done in the area. The farmers were up in arms about their farms being destroyed and had demanded answers and compensation. However, during a brief interview with this newscast, Agriculture Minister Zulfikar Mustafa explained that the contractor dug up the wrong site. He also indicated that the matter is being addressed by the chairman of the National Drainage Irrigation Authority and a technical team.
They raised the concern with me, no farmer's land will be taken over. As a matter of fact, the survey were done, and I think the contractor had they went to a different direction. Now the NDI would have went there, and they are starting out the matter. I asked the chairman of NDI, Mr. Wordsworth, to go up there and deal with the issue. So no farmers' land will be taken away or encroached upon.
The Agriculture Minister further explained that NDIA would be meeting with the landowners to iron out the contentious issue, noting that following a survey, farmers will be compensated for their loss.
Anyone land has to, work has to be done, they will be compensated fairly.
Okay, so for the farmers who probably lost crop due to the digging, they will be compensated?
That too, if anybody lose crop or lost crop, and because of digging, we'll look at that. I will ask Nari to address the concern.
The new Hope-like Canal replica in Region 6 East Berbice Quarantine is among the many projects the government is rolling out which will transform communities. The Hope-like Canal has been instrumental in preventing massive flooding along the east coast of Demerara. As far back as 2021, the government had announced that similar infrastructure would be constructed in other regions to curb devastating floods. These include Regions 3, 5, and 6. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
The partnership between Guyana and the New York-based Mount Sinai is one of the driving forces behind the accelerating revamp of healthcare across the country, including expanding healthcare screening of children, all the way to the secondary school level. As a matter of fact, the pace at which it is expanding has been described as unprecedented by a Mount Sinai official. Gerald Bryan tells us more.
2 years on from the launch of the partnership between the government of Guyana, Mount Sinai, and Hess Corporation, the initiative has been one of the driving forces behind the revamp of Guyana's healthcare system. During an appearance at the Concordia Annual Summit, President Dr. Finale was joined by Dr. Rachel Freeman from the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai and John Hess of Hess Corporation. Dr. Freeman gave some insight into some of the work our organization has been doing in Guyana, remarking on how impressive it is that the country has been able to expand its healthcare system at such a rapid pace.
So in Guyana now, they're starting every year to provide each school-going child with a full health exam, checking their vision, their hearing, looking for dental issues, making sure that they do have that full checkup, looking for learning delays or challenges with their growth, and then creating the referrals and connections so that right there in that community, each family, if there is an issue detected, gets connected into the services that are needed, whether that's classes for the child who needs it, whether that's dental care moving forward. And in less than a year, this first year of implementation, they've managed to screen 70% of the eligible nursery school students. That's an incredible feat. I've been working in child health globally for more than 20 years. I've never seen a program scale up across an entire country like this so quickly. And we're excited right now, in fact, even as we speak, to be launching the primary school screenings for the kids who are 6 to 12 or 13 years old, and it will then move to secondary school from there.
Dr. Vreeman, a pediatrician by training with experience in global health, remarked that in most countries, children do not get routine government-sponsored health screenings done once they've passed the baby stage. She noted that Mount Sinai is also partnering with the government in areas that range from workforce training to developing a robust data and health information system.
Well, we do have work going on with the Government of Guyana and the Ministry of Health in a number of different areas all at once, from workforce training and development to the continued development of the data science and health information systems, and truly at a systems level that are needed, everything from the IT specialists up to the clinical informatics who could really set the strategy for the country with that. We are truly working with the government systems to transform the system into a full system along the lines of President Ali's vision. It has not been the case previously that there would be, the capacity in every community to get, say, screening for diabetes or for high blood pressure, or to be able to access some of those basic medicines and basic services that you might need. It would be required to travel into the capital, to maybe have to take, several hours journey to even get your monthly diabetes medicines, for example.
Last year, the comprehensive child and youth health program commenced with nursery school children being screened for oral, hearing, and vision health defects. At one point, hundreds of health issues were detected after the Ministry of Health would have screened 5,600 students during preschool screening. Gerald Bryan, The Evening News.
Replicas of the 95 million children's play park that was recently opened at the National Park in Georgetown will be established countrywide to ensure children all across the country can benefit from these opportunities in recreation and wellness. Here is Michael Henry with this story.
The Protected Areas Commission, we have been collaborating with a number of stakeholders in and out of government. And this facility here is just one of many that is planned within this national park, but also within the wider urban spaces that we have in Georgetown and outside of Georgetown.
Foreign Secretary and Chairman of the Protected Areas Commission, Robert Prasad, speaking on Friday at the commissioning ceremony of the $95 million play park in the national park. The children's recreational space was developed by the Office of the First Lady through the National Beautification Project in collaboration with the Ministry of Public Works. According to Prasad, similar ventures will be undertaken countrywide.
Just recently, we had the commissioning of 2 outdoor gyms that was presented by a corporate entity Very soon we'll be upgrading the lawn tennis court again through contribution by a corporate entity. And then we're looking at particular spaces for different types of activities. This is one reminder of how serious our government and how serious our president is about preserving safe spaces, public spaces for family, for our children, so they can enjoy recreational activities, but also engage in healthy activities.
Meanwhile, also speaking at the ceremony, First Lady Arya Ali underscored the importance of this play park in children's development.
For those of you who have been at this park before today, I am sure you may have encountered hundreds of children playing and interacting with each other. That is because parks provide a sense of identity and belonging to our people. Parks are a focal point in communities where people of different ethnic groups, religious backgrounds, and even social class converge. Such informal interactions encourage social cohesion and strengthen bonds.
To date, the National Beautification Project has overseen the transformation of 5 play parks and public spaces in the country, aiming to promote social cohesion and strengthening bonds among Guyanese. Meanwhile, with regards to the national park, an innovative zoning plan was unveiled earlier this year which speaks to the introduction of 27 dedicated spaces. The designated areas include the playland, an equestrian area, tennis court, Woofington Dog Park, athletics field, tarmac, fitness zones, rugby field, football field, a manatee boardwalk, 1.5-kilometer walkway, Jurassic theme promenade, and a Borough School of Art jewelry shop. Other features will include a boating dock and route, a mini golf course, 2 beach volleyball areas, concession stands, gym and picnic areas, and parking lots. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
And now for a look at the bridge reports.
The Demerara Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Tuesday, October 29, 2024 at 2 hours 30 for a period of 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the Burbisford Bridge is scheduled to be closed to vehicular traffic at 14 hours 55 on Tuesday, October 29, 2024, also for a period of 1.5 hours.
Ramnot aims to make significant impact in senior debut and franchise model introduced for One Guyana Cricket Cup. These and more stories coming up in this evening's Sportcast, sponsored by MacCorp.
I am Bernard, and this is MacCorp Rental. Call me on 622-4037. MacCorp, let's do the work.
Gold mining can be expensive if you don't have the right tools. Mining requires engines that can pump high volumes of water and slurry, the most tried and tested of which are Doots engines. Doots engines are among the most reliable in the world. Where can you get them? At your #1 industrial solutions provider, Sylvies. We have them in 2 to 6 cylinders, ranging from 23 horsepower to 80 horsepower. Most miners use Doots engines because they're lightweight, use less fuel, and require less maintenance because they are air-cooled. So what are you waiting for? If you can't make it to our 31 High and Hatfield Streets Georgetown location, we can deliver. Give us a call on 227-6226 or WhatsApp us on 623-7755 or visit our website sylviesonline.com. Sylvies Industrial Solution, proudly serving Guyana for over 4 decades.
Need quality electrical or hardware supplies for domestic, commercial, and industrial usage? Visit SPR Enterprise. We stock a wide variety of tools, transformers, connectors, cables, line hardware, and control products at competitive prices. Check us out for brands such as Square D, Eaton, Fluke, Klein, and 3M. We are located at 45 Brick Dam, Georgetown, or call us on 223-5699, 223-5687, or WhatsApp 639-7193. SPR Enterprise, your single source for quality electrical products.
No matter the state of your home, you can make it beautiful for any occasion.
N&S Mattai's Home Goods Warehouse. Simply better living.
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited edition.
Hey, stop, I don't feel I don't go away when y'all don't eat food, you know. Y'all got fair wash your place because I did my nails. When is somebody about there gonna make a nice cake, I might go cake on upon the same.
Madam, I got a call from the people in the community and they said you are disturbing the peace. You're smelling up the place and you're doing something, but your food always seems to smell good.
Peppies, you get the best on these things.
These things just make you cook good. I want these things and I'll carry them for evidence.
I love all of you.
Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Oreo and Coca-Cola just became besties. Taste the new limited.
Welcome back to this evening's sportcast, sponsored by MACORP. Rampertab Ramnot, the debutante of the Guyana